Everybody, it's Jeremy. Welcome back to Bozmos2, where we are playing Chaco. It is turn 10. We're getting close to the end of the first year. Ooh, my mind blanked. We're doing pretty good on expansion. Layout is a little strange, and let's just jump into the turn. Okay, so Uzbane the Locos has claimed the Throne of Spring. Cool. We've got our first claim throne of the game. Got a couple of battles, and we can see there is definitely a bump. Okay, battle in Kunaral first. Alright. This should be easy peasy. We've got our big stack of Katsinas up against some Wolf Tribe. Wolf Tribe has a lot of attacks, which is somewhat dangerous to certain groups, but for us it should be relatively okay. Chop chop. Basically, every stab is a kill from us. Chop, 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 chop. Poke, poke. Easy peasy. Very nice. No deaths. All right. We'll do high peaks last. We have a battle in Assad. This is our Great Bear doing his thing. Now, he is up against some Jade Maidens. Jade Maidens can be nasty. Even Amazons can be difficult in large groups because they have better than average defense. But I'm not thinking we're going to have any issues with our bear. He gets hit. He enrages. He goes to 27 attack skill. And he starts to just massively murder everyone. Gotcha. Perfect. Perfect. Get another one. Get another one. Okay, that's it. That's all he's gonna get. That's all he's gonna get. Got 10 kills. Very nice. We now have Assad. Okay, 2 high peaks. We go up against the PD. We have kind of a weird setup here. Blessed. Blessed. Up against mostly just militia. I'm not super worried about this PD at all. But we don't have a lot of attacks in this group, so it is somewhat slower. Still, we win without issue. And then we get attacked by Bogarus. Oof. Okay. This is a fair number of Malia Druzina. We got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15. And then we've got a Kinyaz back here. Just a leader. Nothing big. Inspirational. So they have morale 15. That's actually pretty good, truth be told. So let's see how this goes. We are a little outnumbered here. Get our blessings going. I wonder if they're on an attack rear or anything like that. Oof. Oh, they don't seem to be. That is clutch for us. Might even actually get us the fight. Unfortunate that this guy and this guy are separated. That means this guy is taking a lot of attacks. He has got a chest wound. Looks like we're doing it. Fucking Vine Shield for the win. Nice. Alright, we win. Fuck yeah. Kill the last horse! Nice. Alright, sweet. We won. Pretty decent. Killed most of them. I say most of them. We killed all but 6, which is pretty good. Didn't lose anything. Awesome. Alright, great. Fantastic. Unexpected event. That's a really good scenario for us. Unexpected event in Chaco. Alright, Barbarian Horde That's a lot of people to lose in the Barbarian Horde. That hurts. 3k. Ouch. I have Misfortune 1. This is why I don't like Misfortune. Is shit like this. And this is actually like a, this is a relatively tame example. But shit like this can fuck you in the early game with Misfortune. This is why I don't like Misfortune. People are suddenly very restless. So we just lost 3k. Actually 3,140. We lose another 5,650. Granted, those people stay in our empire because, well, part of them stay in our empire because they migrate to Assad. But we still lose out on close to 3,000 people just from this event, and we've lost nearly. Yeah, we've lost nearly 9,000 people in our capital in a single turn. That is trash. That is absolute trash. To the point to where this much population loss actually makes it to where we can't even recruit 4 Katsinas anymore. Because we don't have the supply. Or the recruitment points. That, oof. This makes me, again, this puts me in that scenario where I'm just like, I just want to play Scales Nations for the rest of the fucking game. For the rest of the time I play Dominions, I'm just like, nope, only luck, that's so bad. Okay, and I'm not even concerned about whether or not we win this. It's a fair number of barbarians, but we've got a bunch of PD. The PD gets chopped up, but it's backed up by Katsinas. No way that we lose that. I guess the only way is if the Katsinas didn't get there in time and we lost too many of the Chaco and Spear warriors and the whole lot of them just like routed. But all right, that is we had some good news there, and then we have some really bad news. So our cap is down to 22,000. It legitimately makes it to where we cannot recruit 3 or 4 Katsina warriors in a single turn. That is bad. That's really bad for us. The vast majority of our power is from these Katsina warriors. That's really bad for us to have to deal with. Is what it is, I suppose. So, where do we want to go? Let's talk about movements this turn. So, we are moving down the coast. We've taken Kunaral. We're moving down the coast to Northia. Northia is a very nice province. We're going to take that, and then we're going to head into Zaburia. You can see, so we're going to be 2 turns away from Zaburia. We are moving with Wuya 1 and 16 Katsinas. That'll be 16 Katsinas joining our 8 Katsinas over here. And the goal probably is to go 1, 2, 3, 4. More than likely. I think we are early enough. We're turn 10. That'll be 11, 12, 13, 14. I think we're early enough that I don't know that Bogarus is going to have a good response. Especially with, like, it'd be more of a concern if this was a regular game, but since we have research speed as hard, right? That makes it a little more difficult to hit early research goals. So I think that's a point in our favor. So we've got that going on. We are... What else are we doing? Right. We are moving back. Mong 2 is going to hit Dardania. Just to try to continue our expansion, right? This war is actually probably a bad idea. We have so much more expansion to be doing in the lands around us. We could be we could be progressing a lot in other directions, and instead I'm planning on an early war with Bogarus. I don't know that that's a good idea for me, considering we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, probably 10, 11 provinces just very near us that are probably easily takeable by us. We're leaving these on the table for other people. We're leaving these on the table for Ind, and we're potentially going to put ourselves into a position where we're losing strength fighting Bogarus when we could be gaining strength off of fighting no one. So, I mean, we're not committed just yet. I say that, but I feel like it's the likely event of what's going to happen. I feel like it's probably a good idea to do as well, because if we don't do it early, Bogarus doesn't really have any other options but to come at us, right? It's just not really a choice for them. They're of a size. We have them hemmed in along with Phasia that they can't really go anywhere. So they're going to need to attack either me or Phasia, and I make more sense, especially considering they could team up with someone else like Ind to carve out portions of my territory. So it makes sense to just go ahead and go for it, right? We're taking Mong 2, we're going to hit Dardania. This puts us in a timeline to be able to, again, this is turn, what are we? 11, 12, wait. Oh, right. So it's be 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, so it's 11, 12, 13, 14, right? And this is, I don't know if that's going to be enough, right? To try to hold on to something like Vongar, but potentially, you know, that'll be an option. Also, depending on how our, you know, if we get Dominion spread into his land, our god can make some forays in as well. So our god, Yona, is actually going to be hitting Hesperia this turn. Phasia is aware of this. This is something that we have discussed. This is an opportunity for Phasia to screw me over, potentially, if they are prepared to intercept. But, you know, the diplomatic, you know, risk we have to take. We're going to be hitting Hesperia. I have asked if Phasia is interested in trading for Belmar, just because I think it would be useful to be able to have better access to this whole area. And it makes, for my conscientious mind, it makes a better border, you know? So there's that. But currently, Phasia has been like, about it, so we'll see how it goes. Speaking of Phasia, they have had an event and are being besieged by independents, so that is unfortunate for them. Man, why does Bogarus have to have such a freaking strong-ass wall? Okay, that's a pain in the ass. Anyways, what else are we doing this turn? We're doing a couple things. We got very lucky. We randomed an Air Povosqua. Very excited about that. Sending that Air Povosqua to Kingdom of Dara to start site searching in every place that we can. Fantastic. We are one turn away from a fortified village in Wolven Plain. We're putting up a lab. We have a temple here right now. We are 2 turns from having a fortified village in Smacia. Next turn, we will probably send Povosqua 1 over to Smacia to put down a temple, and then the next turn put down a lab, etc. Continuing to try to move towards that goal of... We're not going to have... and this is just like a player thing. Honestly, it's because of the scenario that happened with Phasia. Otherwise, I would probably have a fort going down in Hesperia right now. But the goal is always, with a build like this, to have 2 to 3 forts going down or up by turn 12, right? So we will have 2 forts down or up by turn 12. I don't know if we will have the third one going down. It is possible, but it's also very risky to try to fort up the border of a place that I'm going to be at war with at that moment, right? So probably not going to be the situation that we find ourselves in. I do still want to get a fort on Hesperia, but that's probably going to have to wait. So what else are we doing? We are moving a lot of different scouts all over the place. We have a scout up here. I forgot Ind has that really annoying freaking thing where... I say that, but... I just don't know. Yeah. Doesn't Ind have that freaking thing where you can't see their provinces? Yeah, they have some like map thing where you can't see them in provinces on something, don't they? I have to look that up. I swear I'm not crazy, but I can't remember what it is. This is not their cap. I thought it was going to be their cap, so my assumption is instead that it's probably 619 is their cap. Maybe 646. That being said, though, we can see Middle Atlantis, so I'm assuming Middle Atlantis is up here somewhere, right? Probably 727 or... that's a weird province. That is also... Oh, I remember. They talked about this. They reduced the number of water provinces, right? But in doing so, they didn't really change the map. They just combined some of the provinces. So they didn't come in here and, like, clear out these lines or anything like that. That's a little... I mean, I get it. There's a lot of work to do. So I can't exactly talk, so... but that's interesting. In other news, we also had some eyes on... We had some eyes on Yis was over here. Someone else was over here. Was that last turn? Yeah, that was like last turn, wasn't it? Because we had someone in Zaburia, didn't we? No, it's because we had someone in Ashington. Yeah. So we'll be able to see that again next turn when we have our scout on Zaburia. We're going to move down a little into Phaesia's territory, see what we can see going on down here. And that's mostly it with scouts. I say that. We're heading over towards 467 for a scout, probably so we can just see what's up in here. And then head to Ophalef. Good, interesting news. Marverni is right next to fucking Urmor, so we get the boar spawn versus the skeleton spawn. Also, Therados is on top of middle-aged Urmor. Middle-aged Urmor does not have a whole lot of room to breathe. Also, Phaesia is sailing all over the place. Good job, Phaesia. I think that's pretty much it as far as interesting movements or looks around the world, etc. Very upset about our population loss. Probably want to get something up in Assad sooner rather than later so that we can start recruiting Jade Maidens. That will be decent for us. Also, Jade Sorceresses to get water searching going would be pretty good. Another thing that we're doing, and I am not convinced that this is a good idea. I'm hesitant on this, but I have come to the realization that it's going to take us absolutely eternity to best Bogarus, to crack their wall, right? So I think what I'm going to do is I'm recruiting a bunch of Kikmonguis on the border. So at multiple locations, in High Peaks, in Nidian Range, and in Escuania. And we're just getting a bunch of Chacoan Adal warriors. These are entirely because they are super duper cheap. And they're just siege chaff. So we're getting, what is this, 5, 8 here. We're getting another, I think, 8 here. Yep. And then another, that's 10 here, right? So we're just trying to pump out, and this is very cheap, like 60 gold there, 108 gold there. I mean, it's not that cheap. 157 gold, that's pretty cheap. And it's purely for siege chaff. So if we do that over the course of the next 2 turns, right, we can hit Bogarus, and then we can follow up with a stack of 40 to 80 of these guys over the course of the next couple turns, right? Not immediately, but over the course of the next couple turns, we can filter in some guys to pop this province, and then just sit everything on Bogarus and pop it after like 4 or 5 fucking turns, because that's what it's gonna take. Oh my goodness. Not excited about it. Not excited at all. Fortunately, our Katsinas are pretty strong, so they have pretty high siege strength, but it's not enough, so. Not enough to pop. It's not enough because we're an early game nation trying to, I say it's not that the early game nation has a better or a harder difficulty popping a place, but it's a massive wall. It's a late game nation capital, so it has a crap ton of wall integrity. So that's annoying, but it is what it is. I'm hesitant about this one because it's gonna suck a lot of gold, and we just lost a lot of gold off of our capital. Partially because of unrest, partially because of the population lost. This was 200 plus income. It's going to go up slightly, probably to about, 5 or 150 or 60 or so, right, off of this unrest. But it was over 200. And that hurts. That's a lot of income to lose off of random shitty events. To the point to where there are some people buying gems. I'm considering dumping some gems. Probably not this turn, but I might do that next turn. I actually question this. I guess we have water here with our Wuyas. I was gonna say, I question the whole concept of us having a freaking water generator when we only have water 1 through 1 freaking person, right? Like, I get the nature, I get the earth, yeah, those 2 sounds great, but why not like an astral generator or a fire generator? Why the fuck do we have a water generator? This nation, I think, is at its core, I think it could be a really cool nation, right? But it's just got weird shit going on with it. Like, I don't know. It needs some TLC. This nation needs some TLC. Hopefully, and I don't say that in like a negative way. Like, I'm not bitching or anything like that. I'm just saying, like, I feel like this could be such a cool nation if it got a little bit more attention. I don't think anyone really plays it or does anything with it, even in the DE community. So, I don't know. I'm probably wrong, and people are being like, actually, Chaco is super fucking broken because blah 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 blah. All right, well, whoops. Anyways, that's gonna be it for the turn. Nothing else super special. Ooh, who had the? Niflheim. Wow. Alright then. Okay, that's going to be it for the turn. Thanks for watching. I will see you all next time. Bye-bye, everybody.